Yo, we just changed the game with this one. Introducing AG number 2, the newest groundbreaking artificial intelligence software in the game. We got things like AI text generator, AI image generator, AI code generator, AI chat box, AI text to speech, and voiceover capabilities. Yes, it does coding. Yes, it does images. It literally does everything. Make sure you click the link at the top line of the description box. If you're a content creator, if you're an artist, if you're just a regular person that want to take your life to the next level, trust me, click that link at the top line.
The world isn't just a scary place. Our thing that we hold beloved in hip hop is a scary place as well. And
Oh
hip
man.
hop media, what of a divine cesspool that shit is right now.
Oh man.
You got some of the top people, Joe Budden, who we got respect for. Joe Budden, you know what I mean, definitely holds his place as one of podcasts and hip hop media
For
elites,
sure.
and he deserves it.
For sure.
Going at it with one Adam 22 right now in regards to certain things. I got the audio clipped up.
All right.
I'll go ahead and play the audio and give some context, and then definitely get your thoughts on this. Here we go.
Matt.
Joe Budden, you zesty perkhead. Clip of Joe Budden claiming that No Jumper is doing real bad in terms of our views and everything. So let's do the science. Joe Budden's channel has got 12 million views in the past month. No Jumper's main channel plus our clips channel has done about 26, 27 million views for the past month. So we are 2 times by far what you have going on. And on top of that, we kill it on Facebook. We kill it on Snapchat. We have 3 million followers on Instagram, and we make a huge amount of money on there. Joe Budden, I don't want to hear shit. You're running a chop shop. You might have the whole hip hop media gassed into thinking that you're really killing it like that. But trust me, when you want to talk about who's really doing business out here, it's not you. There's a big 3 and you're not in it. It's me, Vlad.
He also said this. Joe Budden responded to that by saying this. Hate to break it to you, buddy, but there was never a hip hop media big 3, and capitalize the H in hip hop when you speak about it, white boy. Then he went on to say, big 3, I only see me and my man up here, and I'm assuming his man he's speaking about was that fat motherfucker he was speaking about, which was Akademiks.
Okay.
Oh, God, man, we usually don't get involved in this muddy, dumb shit.
Yeah.
But I think it has a couple little things in there, little tidbits that we can kind of touch on, man. So what's your thoughts, bro? Go. What do you think?
I think first of all, there's a difference between like they probably the most popular ones when you talk about Adam 22s, even Joe Budden, Vlad, and Academics. But in this particular industry, it's not sports where numbers mean everything. Of course, we talk numbers. Everybody talks numbers because it's a numbers game. But just because you got the most numbers, don't mean it should necessarily the best or the most influential or mean the most to the coach. Because you have to ask yourself how much of those views are organic. You don't know what's organic. You don't know what's real. You don't know what's paid for. You don't know what's fake. You never know. A lot of people pay to boost shit on these different platforms. You can boost to make it seem like you're getting more views. The same thing that happens in the record industry, where people, when Academics talks about, all these people talking about, they and you've been in the industry, people will buy video views, they'll buy Instagram, like whatever they got to buy to make themselves seem more relevant than they already are. And then you got, you could pay the blogs to post you. So any podcast overnight can look like it's really killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I agree with everything you said. I'm gonna take it on another street because it's funny how when you look at just the landscape of hip hop and who quote unquote runs it, you can honestly say they bring a lot of negativity and harm and probably are equal to the artist and their lyrics as detrimental to hip hop as, you know what I mean, they are. They hold their equal part. And because of how they sensationalize, how they glamorize, how they promote, how they encourage
Good point.
that bullshit. And you look at the quote unquote big 3, and when you look at a lot of what they perpetuate is that very thing. Now, I'm gonna separate this shit because as far as Academics is concerned, I don't agree with a lot of shit that dude does.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
But one thing, as a man and as a person in this business, that you can never take away from him is his independent grind and his impact in this game. Because like him or not, agree with what he does or not, y'all all follow him.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
They all respond to what he says. He has a pulse. You got Drake sending him the beef record and all it. He is in this shit, and he is one of the top. Love him or not.
Right.
Like him or not.
Right.
Despise him. It don't matter. He is. It is what it is. And I don't believe, oh God, that Akademiks has to pay a dime for any of his guests to come on the show. I think he can ask anybody genuinely, and whether they rock with him or not, they'll go over there and act as if they don't rock with him, but they still feeding the platform nonetheless. I don't think so. Let me talk about them other two real quick, because let's call it for what it is. Could you get the people you get without paying for them?
Woo. Woo.
And how many of those people that you had on your platform did you get because you paid for them? How many people did you fly out because you paid for them? You probably will never answer it, and I dare anyone to challenge me on it. But 96% of them, because when we have our people reach out or we reach out to them personally, if they respond, the first thing they say is, what's the budget?
Yeah. Y'all fucked up the game, man.
And it fucked up the game, and it all got fucked up because competition started evening out. You started having independent platforms really starting to make an impact in this shit. And what other way for a scared-ass motherfucking kid on a football field that's starting to see somebody of a different color start cutting them up and fucking them up? What do? They start getting mommy and daddy's money involved. And they start making sure that, without question, those talented motherfuckers that I could never beat me here. Because I got more of this.
Woo.
And challenge me on it. Any of them artists that's ever been on them platforms, challenge me on it. Freeway, challenge me on it. Bootsy, challenge me on it. Whoever else, Beanie, challenge me on it.
Right.
Challenge me on it. What's the budget? And it used to be, and I'm not saying you don't deserve something, right? But it used to be such a good balance. And I'm going to shut up and let you go. Oh,
Nah,
God,
keep rocking.
You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead, man.
It's such a good balance where we go ahead and we do the interview. We deliver the content. That content doesn't give us attention more so. It gives the person attention. It doesn't say Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast, Toe or Beanie said. You know, it says Beanie Siegel or, you know what I mean, Dragon or Benzino or whoever else said this. Courtesy of the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast, right down there. And then it shares a clip of what you say on our show. It gives you the perfect alley-oop to other fucking opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Other ways to make money. It was a perfect balance.
Word.
But now you want to rape the system from the independents, and there's no ROI on our side. So let's talk business. What's the return on our investment if we give you 5,006 racks, and you don't produce the content because you're only going to give us 30 minutes? You're going to be guarded.
You don't share it.
And then you don't share the shit. And
Right.
then we don't get our money, but you've already got yours on the front end. How does that make business sense?
And we put you in front of millions of people. And we put you in front of the millions of people. If you wasn't done, you can keep going.
Go, do your thing.
And yeah, now I think you hit it on the head, man. It's not much more for me to add on to it. But, you know, the way this thing kind of works is that, see, I will go out to everybody, like, the percentage of people that we actually pay to come on our platform is probably less than 10%. And we had, you know, as extensive a catalog as, you know, a better catalog than Adam 22. I'm not going to say Vlad, you know, but we got an extensive catalog as, you know, top 10, 15 in this industry, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exaggerating by that. You can go look at all the people that we interview. But a lot of people we brought on, it was just because of the strength. And we brought them on, and when we did major numbers, and they got major exposure for that. So like you said, if you want us to, you heard some of the numbers people try to charge us, man. $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. Like, hell no. We're not paying that.
How does that make sense?
That don't make no sense. We could just run the store on you and do it for free, for real. If we really wanted to, we can clip it out from somebody else's shit, put it on ours. But we don't want to do that. We want to bring you directly from the horse's mouth, because we're going to ask questions that nobody else is going to ask. We probably ask some of the same stuff, because some things are universal, but we're going to come at it in a different perspective than anybody else in this game. We didn't steal nobody's format. We kept our own format. It would have been easy for us just to do the Vlad thing and smack our camera on somebody and be out of the picture. We could do that in 5 different places in here. But we wanted to do it our way, and we did it our way, and we killed it our way. But that's an interesting dynamic, though, man, when you brought that up about the interview game and how they kind of, you know, fucked it up paying these guests.
Real talk. I'm just
Damn.
I can't get away from that. And it ain't a hate thing or anything like that. If, you know what I mean, we was sitting on millions, it doesn't make business sense. And then the other thing that fucks it up, and why Adam 22 in a twisted way was correct is because the masses feed and enjoy the blood. So if they giving them what they want, and the people just keep coming back for more and more, and the vampires keep grabbing more and more blood, you just feeding them even more to continue the cycle and continue the system to go. And then the sad part is the ones you really do rock with, that give you the genuine content, you want to hold them holier than thou. So we can't give you a juicy thumbnail. We can't give you a juicy title. We can't give you anything to try to entice you with candy to bring you into the medicine, because we're at a different level. But then you feed them 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 37 million views. It's like, well, damn.
Yeah.
Like, you leave us in a little bit of a precarious situation here in this hip-hop game. But I don't know, man. I think there are genuine people that really rock, and there's people that out there in masses that care and feel the same way we do. We just got to get together, man, and really stand on this shit if we're tired of this shit, man.
But what people are gonna say is, get your pony your money up, get your bag up. Nah, sometimes it ain't all about that. It's following the way that other people do. Yeah, it was a time that we definitely paid for certain guests. We seen where things were going, but we quickly withdrew from that because we see it's not as beneficial. You got to really be killing it. You know what I mean? If we dropping, let's say $4,000 or $5,000 for an interview, like, you got to really be killing it to make that money back. And YouTube changes. A video can go yellow. We don't add that into the aspect. You never know if you're gonna get paid off a video. So there's a lot of things that add into the whole equation here. And again, we putting you in front of potentially millions of people. If you say the right thing, we got the right thumbnail, the right title, and it's the right time, that shit's going. And it's giving you the fucking exposure that you want. And you're going to eventually make that money that we would have paid you by booking other shows, booking other things. Because mad people came on and told us, as a result of coming on here, man, what it done for them financially in other ways. So that's the payoff, not getting the shit up front from the show.
And then to extend on that, if we do have a return guest, which we typically do, we offer them bread as a thank you, especially if they cooked on here.
Right.
Sometimes we just give them bread. I remember on a couple of occasions, Ant, let's hold, we got to get him something. Say less, boom, hit him. Or some people, if they do ask for bread, it makes business sense.
Exactly.
I'm not saying everybody's
Jay-Z
trying
coming
to knock
on
us
here
on our
is
head.
different. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Even, and I'm going to bring his name up, a Project Pat. Does good business.
Word.
Understands his business, but does good, fair fucking business.
Show up on time and give you what you want.
Give you what you need, give you what you want. Got a fair, legitimate price based off of where he's at and his situation, man. Some of y'all wild, dog.
Yeah, that's a good point, though.
Some of y'all wild.
You charging outside your budget, nigga.
You feel me?
You ain't worth that.
You're not, exactly,
right.
dog.
You ain't worth $3,000 for an interview. You ain't worth it.
Sorry.
You're 300, 200. You know what I mean? I'm talking you for 30 minutes to an hour, dog. Where else? You can't make that on your show. Where else you going to make that? Where else are you going to make that type of bread at just to sit down and talk and get your shit in front of millions of people over fucking night? Where else? You ain't going to get it nowhere else. So it's like, man, I know that the real ones is going to see it. You're always going to have the people who say, oh, y'all, this and that. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. We already know what we doing. We know the impact that we made and that we continue to make. We're going to keep on doing that shit.
Indeed. That's it. Sam, man, viral hip hop news. Oh God, hip hop news. Uncensored. We got anything else before I go and close?
Oh, no, that's it. That's all I had.
Mic drop.